What's up everyone, my name is Speedrunner and today I'm gonna take you on a magical journey all around World of Warcraft speedrunning. So I'm currently on my speed gear. I have the Rocket Boots Extreme here, which are an incredible nice speed item. I'm wearing Azurite gear, which increases my speed in Azeroth content. I'm going with like old weapons because they have the Windwalk enchant, which increases your movement speed by 10. But occasionally you will see me switch into my actual gear. Don't shame me, it's not the greatest gear, but it's what I could gather in like a couple of weeks. I've prepared 9 characters for this to have more lockouts and everything. So we're just gonna casually go to Throne of Thunder like every normal person goes to Throne of Thunder. And now we start the timer as soon as I'm inside of the dungeon. Ah, okay, there we go. It's very important that I don't die here actually, because then I cannot show this off. So the first speedrun will be a little bit, like in terms of like what I can do, a little bit slower because of a suboptimal character. But this is more like of a showcase of this specific new finding with this first speedrun. So what I'm doing here is there's like this buff, it's called the Necronominom, and you have a chance to get a jump. It can give you a chance to jump up very high into the sky, and that way we can bypass like the whole instance basically. Just watch this. It's gonna be awesome. And because now we're outside of the map, we can actually use things that are like allowed outside of the map. So we're now traveling at higher than flying mount movement speed, basically. It's gonna be unlikely that I wipe. What can happen is so that some unpredictableness can happen and I may DC, but it shouldn't happen, honestly. So I hope I remember my key. Ah yeah, there we go. So now I have to hope for a proc. There we go. And now I jump over here. Now I have to hope for another proc, I believe. Oh, yeah. No, I don't, actually. Now I need to be careful that I don't actually clip inside of this dungeon again without, like... So I'm not gonna jump here on purpose, even though that would be faster. Optimally, I actually have to jump here. Or maybe I don't. So all of them that I'm doing is very specific. You will see this in a second. So I'm just gonna walk a little bit further. This should be fine. And now I have to hope for a proc. Whoop! Look where we are. And now we're running. Look where we are. Just your casual World of Warcraft gameplay. So now we're gonna defeat the boss. Oh, I actually was too slow to kill him with this character. Okay, so now I need to... So as you can see, like my base movement speed with this character is very slow, unfortunately. But you know, with like when I get a proc like that, I can use that momentum to get faster. So, and if your base movement speed as a demon hunter is like low, you usually always want to double jump because as you can see, that is higher base movement speed. Eurobeat? I'm not playing Eurobeat at the moment, I believe. So, but Eurobeat is good music genre. It's been such a long time since I did it the normal way, so I don't really know how much time it exactly says, but it is very fast. So as you can see now we're at Lai Shen, and if I go to my raid logout, we killed 2 bosses. So that's kind of like the first thing. So this is unfortunately not skippable. Hey, aggro. So unfortunately I have no way of speeding this one up. Well, you can't farm transmog if you just skip the bosses. But if I want a specific piece from like Lai Shen, I guess that's true. Why am I speedrunning? I just like speedrunning in general. I think it's something that's really fun. It gives like new meaning to like different things when you like just play the game for like the millionth time. So this is kind of like how I got into speedrunning. I got into speedrun in World of Warcraft in World of Draenor, I believe. And ever since then, been a big fan. And I believe that there's a lot of untapped potential also like in WoW, because there's a lot of growth. Unfortunately, like the community isn't that big. We're gonna use a cool macro here soon, which is called the Fell Rush macro. We're gonna use it to launch ourselves right into the, or like not right into it, but we try to aim it as closely as possible to the entrance of Stratholme. It will be a little bit quicker. I messed it up, I believe, yeah. It's okay, I'm just gonna do it this way then. So we're gonna do, like I said, a dungeon is considered beaten when the end boss is defeated, and this is a 2-part dungeons. We're gonna do both parts. So first of all, we jump past this instance portal. Then we're gonna use this, because now we're outside again. We're gonna dismount. We're gonna jump up here. Oh, I was scared that I fall down. So now we're gonna use the Fell Rush macro. So we're gonna aim to this empty void. Ew. And then we kill the boss. Just making sure that I killed the boss. Okay. I actually forgot to put on my buffs. I'm gonna do that as soon as because like this is gonna slow me down a little bit. Because I don't have like some important buffs. So the reason I'm not using the rocket boots is for the upcoming skip. So we have to run Dag now, unfortunately. Actually, no we don't. This is just like I'm coming up with strats as we go. So now we're gonna be teleported outside of the dungeon. And we're just gonna go to the beginning of the instance like this. Like, why didn't I think of that before? So now we're gonna go to the end boss, and you might be wondering, like, how do we go to the end boss of the dungeon from like this instance got split in half, right? Like in 2 different parts, like in, I believe, Mist of Pandaria or so. Like, how are we doing this? Just wait. Okay, I could save it, I believe. Yeah. So the next jump is a little bit scary. I want to make sure that I do it correct. Because I usually use my metamorphosis for this. Okay. Okay, now we're flying. Sorry, sometimes I cannot interact as much with the chat, but I'm trying to get as many questions as possible. So I'm orienting myself towards like this mini-map here right now, so I know where I am. Oh no. Okay, I did it. Now we killed Baron Revan there. Did we get the mount? No, we didn't. So now I just dismount, and I use the thing, and go in here. So see, like I'm not getting dismounted even though I'm indoors. This is one char. Besides like the first one was a different character. Now we're gonna do a skip over here. And because like if I I have to go inbounds here again, which means like I have to go inside of the map again. So we skipped the first boss that way. Oh, I had like my engineering boots failed, unfortunately, but that's okay. So now I go outside here again and go. This game is definitely not made for demon hunters. Oh, I actually need to split. If you see me ever like not splitting, just remind me of it. And like I said, if you have any questions about speedrunning in general or WoW speedrunning, just hit me up. I'm gonna. This probably gonna. Yeah, this probably was a time waste, but it's okay. I misused my cracked radius control gems. Now we're gonna go to Scarlet Monastery. And this is a trick that I'm a little bit scared for, because under pressure I might not get it to work, but I think that I can manage. So this is one of those tricks that is only really worth it if you do it, how can I say, like perfectly. Like most likely the traditional way of doing it is most of the time faster, but I'm gonna try to do it. They see already this probably be slower, but I'm trying my best to do it. Because like I have to get up on the tree, and that might look easier than it is. So yeah, the traditional way of doing this would have been already faster. But let me actually get rid of this guy. Oh god. Yeah, I can't climb a tree, forehead. Who am I stuck in combat with? Let me actually get out of combat. I'm gonna make this more safe now. I'm just gonna get out of combat, that way I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, like I said, the traditional way would have been probably faster. So let me do it now properly. Okay, there we go. So I will switch to... So the game will disappear for a second. So I had to log out real quick for the trick to work. Jump back into it. Now I'm outside of the map. It worked. So if you do it really, really quick and don't mess it up like I do, it actually saves time, trust me. So now we jump up here, and then we jump... Ah, no. Apparently we don't do that. There we go. And this is why being night fair is good for speedrunning on max level content. The hunt is really good. I'm from Germany. So we have to wait through this. Okay, now that we're done, we're gonna do the same trick as before. This dungeon is really interesting. Bookmark actually taught me a trick here that I didn't know of. Like, I know all of the 5-head skips, but I don't know the common skips. I will show this to you guys in a second. So I have to actually kill the first boss here. It's very important. And once I get the time, I will actually eat my buff food. So I forgot about it. So I'm walking back because there's an RP that we wanna skip. We're gonna jump on here, and then we backpedal jump up on here. And then we go over here. No, we don't go around, we just... So if I do this... If I mess this up, we probably have to wait like 20 seconds. So I want to make sure I get this jump. Yeah, there we go. That way we skip 13 seconds of roleplay. So now, this is something that Bookmark taught me. Just gonna look in and click it like this. There we go. So now that we're done, we're actually gonna go and use this cloak. And one thing that you can do, for example, like as you can see, like this cloak has 9.3 second time, so I can actually use Bloodlust, which increases my haste, and then it's only 8 seconds. Like if like in my like super like serious speedruns, I actually use like a haste set, so that like it's even less seconds than that. Bastion of Twilight is a very short dungeon, or raid in this case. Obviously, if you mess this trick up, it's not gonna be slower, but I try my best. I'm gonna try to be a little bit on the safe side here, because like for whatever reason, like I don't think that was always the case, but these fireballs actually hurt a lot. So I'm just gonna kill these ads. So then I go over here. And this is a very specific jump. Okay, got it. And then I go up here. And I shouldn't... I have to just wait on Venture Retreat. I did it really fast, so usually I wouldn't have to... Like, I want to make sure that this works, so I wait on Venture Retreat. So I look at the map right now, so I know where I'm going. And now I have to... There we go. I did it like this to save time. Yeah, I know. Like, what else would you do, man? Like, you only do that route. No. Yeah, that obviously loses a lot of time if you get that phase. I think you can skip it. But yeah, I have not practiced a whole lot. Like I just recently came back to WoW, so I haven't practiced. I only practiced really the skips and like the things that could go wrong. I believe Method probably wants to keep the chat in English, even though I understand German and everything. Probably it's better if it stays in English. I believe so, at least. Not that I speak for Method here or anything like that. So now we're gonna go to Razorfen Kraul, I believe, or Razorfen Downs. Either one of them. Razorfen Downs. Which is over here, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, it was a world first Demon Hunter, but not world first in all, in general, unfortunately. But there's always the next time. I mean, I've learned a lot from it and was fun regardless. So I have to log out here for a second again. Because like I'm using a... wait, what? So I'm using a size increase right now. This is considered like this is usually called a size clip or ceiling clip. What we're doing here is we're increasing our height, and by logging out right as it is applied, and when you log back in, like your head is like through the ceiling, so you can actually just jump out of it. That's what you're going to utilize here. Yes, I actually stream on my WoW channel more frequently. Again, like I'm actually going to stream after the showcase on my channel as well, like doing some WoW speedruns. Like I recently got like I said back into it, and I'm like very motivated to do all sorts of different speedruns again. So this gonna be like rather quick. This next speedrun. Gonna make sure that I don't use something that I shouldn't use because like there's gonna be a skip upcoming where I need the Rocket Boots Extreme. And it is really important that I don't use it. So I'd rather be a little bit slower in this dungeon than mess that up. Oh, we got caught by them. Unlucky. So here we are, Demon Hunter, we just jump over this gate. And then jump... Like, this is actually a little bit dangerous if I yeah, if that happens. But damn it. I need to improvise, you know. Should be fine though. Because we're Demon Hunter. We don't have to listen to the game's rules, you know. So now we're gonna jump over here. Oh, why am I so slow? And now we're gonna go outside of here again. If I speedrun any other games, and yes I do. I used to be the world record holder of Donkey Kong 94, which I am trying to get back the world record in it, but I'm currently have it on pause because of World of Warcraft. And I've speedrun other games like Super Goods and Ghosts. I had a couple of appearances on speedrun marathons, like online marathons and like on stage marathons, showcasing some cool speedruns, primarily Donkey Kong 94. So like, don't worry about what I'm doing here right now. I'm just doing Maul. Hope I aimed correctly. Yeah, there we go. So here I'm using a Crack Radiance Control Gem again, because this counts as outside, so you can actually use it, which is like super fast. Oh, I accidentally pulled that, but that's okay, I can just Shadow Melt. So this is the normal route. So here I'm using the size increase again, and then I Alt F4 midway through the cast. Oh, I didn't get it. I have to do it again. Sorry about that. So this is probably the most like notorious or famous famous skip ever. I believe this was known even like in Classic, that like Cthulhu is under here. So we're in his stomach now, I believe. Hey! There we go. The traditional classic experience, right? Right, guys? So, like the splits say that this is Runes of Ahn'Qiraj. It's not. This is Temple, but I don't really think it makes much of a difference. Like, what? Oh, I'm in my speed yesterday, so that's why I'm not doing any damage. I was like wondering, like, why is this not dying? Wait, what's going on? No! Speedrun, am I right? Ah, there we go. Okay. Teleporting out again. Oh no, guys. I'm gonna deliver the content in the prison. Show must go on. So, this is the Mushan. Because we're outside here again, we can use this. I need to parkour here a little bit. Oh, please make this. There we go. Let's go. Okay. Like sometimes it's a little bit difficult to properly jump. There we go. So now Oh, Lost City of Tol'vir is also a funny one. So... Tol'vir. You see the last boss here? I sure see him. My class before was Rogue. There was a trick that allowed you to go through wards. That way I got to speedrun Mugushan worlds by just skipping to Illigon to farm the mount. That was like one of the initial reasons why I got into speedrunning, is that in speedrunning WoW, is that I wanted to farm mounts more quickly, and I didn't always want to do like all the bosses beforehand, because back then it required you to do like some soloing, which I liked as well, but sometimes I just wanted to get the mount. Shouldn't have done that. But it's okay. So, if I do this correctly, this is gonna look really, really cool. Do I make this? Come on. This should be good. Yeah, there we go. Easy clap, guys. Easy clap. I believe that I have the illegal mount, but I have not been a mount farmer for a long time. I used to be like a collector before I started my speedrunning journey. Oh, here I can actually eat. I need to let out my cat, because my cat is in front of my door. Okay. There we go. Now I finally have buff food on, so there was a very important component missing the whole run so far, which was the fried bonefish, which is like the bear tartar 2.0. I forgot to put it on before the run. The first thing that I always do when I try to find a skip is I just turn around like this. Like this. And then I jump over an invisible wall. Easy as that. Like any of the other bosses? Who cares? So now I actually get this buff here, which increases my movement speed, which I didn't have for the whole run, unfortunately, because I forgot. So this is one of the rare occasions where we actually leave the dungeon in a traditional way. I wouldn't say, like, obviously the Demon Hunter and Druid, they're very, very good and are probably generally the best in doing all of this. But it really just depends on, like, what you're trying to speedrun, like, also, like, on the dungeon and everything like that. Can I use it? I believe I can. No, I cannot. So there might be instances where like some other classes really outshine them, especially on short speedruns. Now it really just depends on the strengths and weaknesses of the class. So I'm navigating this by using the minimap. This is why it's in the bottom here. So now I let myself fall down, and eventually I can see where I am. Yeah, there we go. And now I'm using the hunt. There we go. So this is 45 seconds up here, so I made like this timer that it shows. Oh, Naxxramas. Like we're classic here now. Naxxramas is upcoming. And like, for example, there's like a lot of like consumables as well. So for example, if you like see, so for example this item here, Electroshock Mount Moderator. This is not really a good item, because when it fades once, it basically everything that you gain from it is basically gone. It fades too often, but on short speedruns it's really good, because you can just hope that you get good luck, and you can always reset and get another attempt. So but I switch back so you can see it again in full glory. So you see Sephiron here. We're not gonna do. We're not gonna kill him. I like dragons. So we're gonna do the same trick here again. So I'm logging out again. And I agree that there are things that I can do better with. But this works for me right now, and I seriously just got tired of doing UI stuff, so yeah, I decided to like not worry about it for a bit. So we're gonna go to what's his name? Kel'Thuzad. Hello, Kel'Thuzad. No, we're speaking about Karazhan. Ah, yeah, I know what you're talking about, actually. Outside of it, right? There was like this weird, like, corner. That was like probably one of my first things that I got encountered in WoW. Like, I remember when I first started playing the game, I did Karazhan in Wrath of the Lich King, and people showed me that when I was just a noob and had no idea of the game. Yeah, unfortunately KT is still on a timer. Guys, my UI is awesome, you know? Who else has a display where they have their Hearthstone, you know? Have you ever Hearthstoned and you went to the wrong place? Yeah. To me that doesn't happen, because I see it where it is. Actually, it happened to me anyways. I'm not gonna pretend. It still happens to me. Because I don't always pay attention to it. I don't know how long this takes, by the way. What's your Uthgarde Pinnacle world record time? Probably like 11 seconds. That one is really quick. What can I say? You know what the worst thing about doing a speedrun like this is? The trash that you're gonna have in your mailbox afterwards. Can this be finished? I wanna keep on going. Don't remember it to be this long. Shouldn't it speed up at this point? Like, I don't want this to be bugged or anything like that. Is this normal, guys? Well, I'm doing skips in this run, so there is a lot of things that are very unique to it. What's the point of speedrunning a 15-year-old content? Well, it's a fun thing to do, man. That's all that it is to it. It's not... No, it's fun to do. Oh yeah, okay, this looks like it's almost done. Just takes a look. It's to challenge yourself, it's to make like put another spin on something that you've been doing for years. It's to challenge yourself, like see how you can break the game. Okay, there we go. I got the Kith achievement. I mean, there are people that have more, but it's honestly my playtime is very scattered around, so I couldn't even give you like an exact number. This should be good. Ah, unfortunately I have to wait now. 20 seconds. So in the past you could just jump past this part here, but now we have to actually jump over the part up here. So I won't forget to split this time around. Ah, nope. Oh no! Come on! So I believe my record on here is like 11 seconds or something. But I'm female demon hunter. Let me actually get rid of the size increase. Oh, at this point, okay, I believe this was to be faster, but I want to get this. Do you have multiple charts that are ready for speedrun or just doing one a week because of the IDs? I have like 30 demon hunters or so. I don't believe that the tank jump can go up there, no. Like, I'm not 100% certain, but like if I had to answer it, I'm very certain that it doesn't work. Okay, this should work. Now I was too high. So, but you can see there's a lot of room of improvement. Ah, there we go. There we go. So here we're gonna use one of those moosh hunts again. Oh no. Oh, I almost. So, you know those dungeons, you're supposed to go inside of the dungeons and everything like that. And then go upstairs. So this is actually the first time where I'm going to switch in my my single target set. So we're gonna be climbing the Mount Everest, you know. And now we're at the third boss. And now I'm here. Hello, sir. Don't judge me for not doing my rotation currently properly. I haven't practiced at all. I know it's Demon Hunter, but I'm not up to date currently with that. Like what you're doing, like what the meta is. Need to figure that out at some point. So, oh, I forgot something. Ah, that's unlucky. But I can do a backup. It's a little bit slower, but it's okay. I was supposed to put my Hearthstone in Boralus. So we're gonna go over here. So I have to actually switch to Vengeance here. Because I have used my Metamorphosis recently. So, because I need this to go through this wall here. And now I have to jump. We are now behind an invisible wall. I hope if I don't jump too quickly out of the water, I die. So, here this is one of those dungeons again where you can actually use all of these items again, which is really nice. I always love that when that's the case. Because they're like super fast. Like, see this? No! I don't want to fall down. Come on. So then I go up here, and you guys probably know what's upcoming at this point. First of all, I'm switching my actual gear. Make sure that I look the right way. And now we're flying over the map. I'm accidentally pressing the button that I'm not supposed to press. Sorry about that. I'm not gonna queue for LFR anytime soon. But in a bit. Gonna go up. Good. No. Got a little bit confused with my keybinds there. We have to wait 25 seconds. Am I? Yeah, I'm positioned correctly. I'm speedrunning dungeons and raids, that's what I'm doing at the moment. Not speedrunning leveling. I do that too sometimes, but not at the moment. I don't understand that question. Oh, okay, let me actually kill the boss real quick. So here you just wanna try to ignore the demolishing tentacles. Just focus on the rippling, because if you have somewhat decent gear, there's no concern. What are the most challenging speedruns in WoW? Oh, that's a good question. That's well, that's based on my opinion. Ooh. There is a lot of difficulty in long speedruns, I believe, because it's kind of like a marathon. So anything that's really long, like a leveling speedrun, and where you can always continue like coming up with new strategies, which would also be like leveling speedruns, because there's like so much to add to it. Because like leveling speedruns are very unrestrictive, because you're outdoors, and because you're outdoors, you can like do a lot of things that you cannot do in dungeons, and that requires you to have more keybinds, requires you to come up with more clever ways on how to like macro stuff, so you can put it all together. So I would probably say that, like in my opinion, group questing can be very challenging if you really want to put it to the highest level possible. Because there's like so much, it's long, there's so much variety, so much different things that you need to excel at. Now here, for example. So we wanna get up there. Then up here. Wanna okay, this is a good position, and now I use the thing. Like they use what I'm using there is a Vrykul or Vrykul drinking horn. It's a toy that is from archaeology, that increases your size a little bit. And there are other ways you can go out of, like, clip out of a ceiling, but this is just the most reliant way that I know of. Yeah, that is what I'm utilizing a lot, actually. But a lot of people aren't aware of that, I believe. So I can actually utilize... Oh no. Hope this has collision, yeah. I can utilize this here, for example. So, have you ever seen the outside of King's Rest? That's how it looks. So, then I jump over here. So then I go... Now we're basically climbing the Mount Everest again. Actually, I always... Like, it tilts me when I have like this... When I still have like this helm on. So this is why I have like... the Cancer Aura marker there, so that disappears. So this is probably one of the more cool skips that you will see. I mean, all of them are really cool, to be honest, but this one in particular I really like. So we could go straight to the end boss, but they have actually made it so that that isn't possible. You get just teleported out of the room. So we actually have to kill the third boss. I'm also gonna make sure that I change my talents here. Item is not ready. What did I use it for? Good that we are Demon Hunters, right? Demon Hunters can make mistakes. They can recover. But I can actually... So I switch talents real quick. It would usually be better to do it while you're at top, basically. So now it should be ready. Oh yeah, I didn't use it, I just changed my gear. So as you can see, this is the third boss room. We cancel this now. I use my cancel marker for all of the slow fall effects. So... And now we start the boss. So these bosses take a little bit. So I don't have the greatest gear. Like this is like the first dungeon or like the second dungeon where I really have to like solo something, and this is not difficult. To solo it just takes a second. But no, it's not about fast as solo, it's about like completing the dungeons as fast as possible, and they were considered beaten whenever the end boss is killed. Or like the run is considered finished when the end boss is defeated. So now we have to kill this poison. Yeah, exactly. There's like poisons like that. And we can actually already pull him a little bit back. That way it saves us a little bit of time. Because I might think that there's like a small duration of where like the door isn't open, and I believe you can jump over it. I'm not entirely sure. In practice, I believe I jumped over it once, but could be tripping. Yeah, see, I jumped over it. So now I'm just... Maybe we get the mount here. Let's see how that goes. I actually want to test something out. This might not be a smart choice, but I want to see if I can skip this guy. I've never done that, so... Oh no, apparently I cannot. Let's kill it then. I should probably stick to the plan. I need to remember that I need to change my turns after this boss fight. Yeah, we're supposed to stand in there, but as a wise man once said, like, stand in the fire, DPS higher. That's what we're doing today. I didn't know that that was fixed due to people using that in M+. So this is probably gonna be the longest solo of them all, and afterwards it's gonna be like a lot of skips again. And a lot of cool speedruns. Like I think we have Ulduar upcoming after this, if I'm not mistaken. Oops, wrong button. Didn't mean to do that. So getting used to my Night Fae abilities. Now we finish him off. Okay, there we go. There's lots of different kinds of speedruns in World of Warcraft. There's traditional leveling speedruns, either like questing fast, doing dungeons fast, or like through leveling, or like grinding like a specific spot until you max level. Then there's like what I'm doing here right now. But really, like, anything can be a speedrun in World of Warcraft. You just need to come up with an objective and a rule set. So there have been speedruns in the past, like meme speedruns, where people were trying like to die as quickly as possible when they created a new character. Like all sorts of funny things you can do. Oh man. So like the potentials are endless for what can be done in the future. So I'm doing some Demon Hunter shenanigans here again. Let me think. Can I actually look it up? Let me do the skip real quick. So I'm using the map to navigate this. And I'm also switching in my underlight angler so that I can stand on the water once I land. And it's called Oddly Shaped Horn and Tuft of Yak Fur. Oh god. Don't DC, please. Okay, there we go. So I'm pacified, I cannot use my abilities right now. It's like one of the things that's special about this place. That's what speedrunning is all about. Doing insane things that probably weren't intended. And that's really cool just to do. Oh. What am I doing? So this guy won't have. Oh, why am I? Oh, because I don't have Leatrix on. Like I was wondering why I'm not instantly skipping like the cutscenes, because I usually do that. It's because I don't have an add-on turned in. The items that you were curious about are Tuft of Yak Fur and Oddly Shaped Horn. You can get them in Pandaria from 2 elites. They're always there. They have like a spawn timer of like 10 to 15 minutes to be back. I'm also like, I can showcase the Darkmoon Cannon here as well. It's also a really nice item. And occasionally I use like OP to switch like other items in. For example, this necklace can be very interesting. Not on this particular speedrun because the Heart of Azeroth is just too powerful. But this is like my specific items circle where I can just, when I need something, so for example, I don't know, like the Underlight Angler or this trinket, I just can equip it from there. So here I turn around again. Like that's like a common theme. We jump up here and we don't kill this boss. We're gonna go straight up. Don't die, please. Okay. This is very difficult to do. As you can see, there's a lot of optimizations here to do. I've managed to do this clean before. Like I can also just cancel my gun shoes there, then it's a lot easier. But I tried to do it like the fastest way possible, which makes it a lot more difficult. But we wanna go around here. We're gonna parkour again. And go up here. And that way, we finish the dungeon. Involving skips, usually Demon Hunter's gonna outshine most classes. Even though, like I said, Druid can do a lot as well. And I'm pretty sure, like, I haven't personally played around with a lot of classes doing this. So there might be some things that are not yet known that make other classes really competitive. So you see this firewall? We're gonna climb that bad boy. get up on here. Come on! Not that difficult. Try to cheat there, but... And when I say I try to cheat, I try to get like a proc of an item that I didn't get. That would have made this easier. I'm gonna just do it like this. That works as well. It's a little bit slower if you don't do it perfectly. Here you wanna be very careful. So, like, because like I have to wait now here. On my venture retreat. But you know, I have to be very careful that I don't land on this, yeah, that I don't fall into the abyss, basically. You will see that here in a second. Oh no! Oh fuck. Oh no! I actually fell down. I wanted to throw you guys, man. But I actually fell down. That moment when you try to troll and you troll yourself. I wanted to throw you guys, man. So because Blizzard doesn't intend you to get there before the fireball is actually closed, so it looks like that there's an abyss, which there is apparently. But generally speaking, you know, you can see that there's like a little bit of an outline here that shows you that it's actually not an abyss. Like, see, you can see it a little bit. See this? And that's basically what I wanted to show, but then I messed up. Boom. So now we're gonna go to Ulduar. I actually am not uncertain about like if which guy is faster to click on, this guy or this one. Like if the RP differs at all. Not entirely sure on that. So here I'm gonna actually switch to my main gear. What country I'm from? I'm from Germany. That's where I'm from. Don't unfortunately have I unfortunately don't have Shadowmoon ready. Okay. So we want the Flame Leviathan to spawn. There we go. I hope I can shadow melt them. It's not always possible. Okay. So we're supposed to kill XT00T2 Deconstructor, but we're not gonna do that. Instead we're gonna go on this pile of garbage. And we're gonna go through this invisible wall using Metamorphosis. Oh, I shouldn't have used that actually. Oh, I need to actually reload my UI. There's some issue going on. There was some issue with my item rack. Sorry about that. Because I'm in combat, okay. Like, even though it doesn't show. So this should work out. I hope at least it does. Not that it's gonna be a long run back. Because we can actually, like, we're going to use, like, there's a lot of water a lot of the times off screen. So, like, water extends very far down oft times. So, we're trying to get hit by the water, basically. I usually would use, like, some sort of, like, movement speed increase to make this go faster. But I was in combat and unfortunately I couldn't. And this gets to dangerous levels of maybe too low. Ah, I'm not. Perfect. So now I switch in my Underlight Angler, and now we are floating shard under the bottom of Uldur. This was one of, like, my proudest findings that I've ever made. I did this as a rogue back then, when Goblin Glider was still allowed to use in dungeons. Like, now you cannot do that anymore. Like, we basically, like, the water is basically under the whole map here. So we just go up here, so you can see, like, there's, like, this tree. And, like, this skip works with surprisingly many classes, because you don't need to have that many speedrun Demon Hunter tools for that. So, and this is also, like, I believe one of the first instances where, like, not really, but, like, so Yogg-Saron isn't currently spawned. Yogg-Saron spawns when you kill Vezax, so we need to get to Vezax very quickly. And that's what we're doing here. We're basically flying past Yogg. I just want to make sure that I don't mess this up. So we're basically gonna fly past Yogg here now. As you can see, this is where Yogg would be. We're jumping over the invisible wall. But we don't want to drop here because we need to go to Vezax first. So we're gonna go through this wall here. And then we kill Vezax. I don't have that much mastery at the moment on, like, my speed set is very bare bones at the moment because I didn't have, like, not much time to set it up, but I'm currently at 50%, which is like 677. I also have an unused trinket here. That increases my mastery. Because, like, for the people that don't know, the mastery of a Demon Hunter increases the movement speed. So as a Demon Hunter you want to have as many mastery as possible. Plus, like, you want to have the speed stat as much as you can. So generally speaking, like, sockets is more important than item level. So maybe we see the Vision of Bulva. No, we don't. I don't even know if that is an alliance thing or not. Probably. Okay, now we're gonna teleport out of the dungeon again. So here we don't actually do anything out of the ordinary. We're playing this as Blizzard intends it to be. So we just jump down here, as you can see. And we do this. One second. I shouldn't have fell rushed twice. We're doing this. Ew. And now off to Karazhan we go. The Karazhan ring you can find, I believe it was like a quest chain like, it's for Return of Karazhan. If you do, like, the Return to Karazhan quest chain, that's where you get it. Maybe in the future. So yeah, we're gonna see Nightbane now. If you ever wondered like where Nightbane is chilling, like when he's not spawned, you will see it in this stream today. We're gonna be mountain climbers here again. Like, I should try to do this in real life at some point. I should probably be really good at it with my putting arms, you know what I mean? This is a little bit difficult. So here, there's Nightbane. We're just chilling over here. See? Hello Nightbane. What you up to? So here we're gonna go into the abyss. Just kidding, we're here now. So I hope I remember how... Oh, wrong button. I hope I remember how to do this. Because this is a dungeon I haven't done in a bit. Was this correct? Yeah, I believe so. So we want to go over there. Oh, just want to make sure I don't fall. Because of course, like if you fall from the side, man, it's not good. So we're gonna skip the chess event. Unfortunately, I have to do it. I cannot do like the full skip because I don't have Rocket Boots Extreme up. But I can probably do... I wanna go sure. I'm gonna wait 40 seconds. Like it would be faster to just go right now. But I'm gonna wait. I wanna make sure that this doesn't go wrong because I don't know what happens if I do it wrong. And I don't want to suddenly be in an DC loop or something, because that wouldn't be good. Like, imagine me just sitting there, being in a DC loop. Not good, dude. Not good. So it's almost ready. And it's much more impressive to see, like, how it's supposed to go. But yeah, a lot of things are not completely routed out, so there's a lot of improvements here that can be done. So here, watch this. I did it. There we go. Hey, wait. Oh, I was like just scared that the boss wasn't there. What the f... So return to Karazhan. Now we do the Legion Karazhan. So we're gonna do the DC tricky again. Where's the stream? There we go. Okay. Took a second to load. I just jumped through this bit. No. I want you guys to see what I'm doing. So it was a little bit unfortunate. So here I'm actually gonna kill this dude because he's otherwise gonna be really annoying to deal with. So here's another trick that we're gonna do. This is only faster if I do it first try. Same trick, the lockout trick again. So I'm jumping out of this here. So, and if I do it right, which I have a history from doing it wrong, to be honest. I don't want to clip inbounds here. See, like I had, and now I want to fall down. You know, this is like what happens after like the next boss. And I want to make sure that I don't die from fall damage here, because that easily can happen. And yeah, there we go. Could I explain the DC trick for new people again? Sure, of course. So, if you see, like my toy box here, so there is the item called Vrykul Drinking Horn. This is an archaeology item that you have to farm, but there are plenty of other items that work similar like this. You don't have to specifically get this. And when you apply it, there is a short cast that happens, as you can see. And basically you, during this cast, anywhere, you just Alt F4 and log back in. And you have to be positioned under a ceiling when you do this. And when you log back in, you should be able to double jump or like jump past the ceiling and go through it. Basically, that's the idea behind it. Because if you just use it under a ceiling, that doesn't do anything. It just gets rid of the buff. But if you DC yourself or like Alt F4 and then log back in, it doesn't register properly, and you just clip through the ceiling. I don't speak French, unfortunately, so I cannot. I don't know what you're saying to me. I learned French in school, though, or at least I had a few classes. So here, this is only faster if you do this first try. And it's really difficult to do so further. So this is a skip for the chess event. I can go on and off explaining how that can be found. Just want to make sure that I don't mess this one up, because I had some bad practice runs with this trick. It works on live servers, yes, I'm currently on live servers. So now I'm gonna jump past this, and then I do the hunt. I wanna make sure that I kill him before he opens up the portal. There's like this Fell Rush macro, or like this trick with movement speed and gliding, and you just basically look where you can apply it. It's a lot of trial and error, a lot of testing out. Sometimes it's just pure accident, sometimes it's a lot about theorizing. So for example, for this dungeon here in particular, I saw that this is like a ceiling that the lockout trick would work, and that's basically the end of it. I just did the lockout trick here, like now, and then I figured that out, basically. So this dungeon is quite interesting when it comes to speedrunning it. Simply because the second boss is so not speedrun friendly. But I think that there's some cool things that you can do on that fight, and especially afterwards, which is why I wanted to showcase this speedrun. Because you will also see that sometimes it's not just about going as fast as possible, sometimes it's just about doing it in a specific time frame, you know, like here for example. So there's sometimes times in speedruns where you know, you have to just wait and you want to see like how can you utilize the time. So for example, right now I can utilize the time to eat buff food, or to maybe prepare something that, you know, helps me in the long run. So this is, for example, what I'm doing here right now is just swag. Like, I don't have to do this, but I just jumped over an invisible wall there, and I can just kill these enemies straight away. This is all on RP basis, so this can only lose me time. And there's an invisible wall here, but if you jump with double jump and glide here, there is like no collision, and you can just go past this and go up here, and then go to traditional time. And I just need to be in this time window at this gong over there. So I have more than enough time to click on it, and now it will get ready. See? Well, a lot of these dungeons, well, I don't really think, I think that honestly, like, these things, that they're not bad for the game. Like, I don't know who's hurting it, that these things exist. I think that there are way, like, bigger priorities that Blizzard have than, like, some people going outside of the map or something. I think that's just like fun thing that you can do in the game. And like a lot of these things exist because Blizzard were not thought of, not Blizzard, Demon Hunters weren't thought of at the time, so they didn't go within like design of it. So it was basically like the developers of like these dungeons, they didn't have to consider like Demon Hunter to be a thing. So that's why there are a lot of these loopholes and things that you can bypass. So now I have to jump down, I believe. No, I have to wait. I have to click on this one more time. So after this fight is over, there's actually going to be like this long 1 minute sort of like roleplay that is opening up this like this door, but we're not doing any of that. So now the panda, like this panda talks for like a whole minute, but we're not doing any of that. We have better things to do. We're gonna go straight to this guy over here. And then we're gonna go straight to the last boss. Like if you wanna see like me speedrun a dungeon and you have a specific rule set in mind, like kill all bosses, I can try my best at like doing it, as long, like obviously I have not every dungeon and raid prepared in the entire game, but if you guys just wanna see something, I'm pretty sure that in most dungeons I can do to a certain extent. So after the speedrun is over. The music was too weak though. Like, what do you want me to do? Use music that I don't like? What do you mean? Of course I'm gonna use music that I like. And the music was good. Some good old Eurobeat for going fast. So here we're gonna use the glide trick. So the last boss isn't currently here. We need to kill the third boss right now. But like we need to get into this building. The way that we're doing to do this is operation going into the building. And we do that by doing the trick again with the DCing, or like with the Alt F4 trick. Yeah, I know that feeling. Like I took like a break for 5 months as well. Oh no. Oh, I saved it. So now we kill this guy. And now we're just gonna go to the end of the dungeon. Yeah, it's like so, like if you take a 5 months break of WoW, which I did, like you see the game in completely new light and have completely new motivation for the game. I'm enjoying like things that I haven't enjoyed in a while. Like a lot of people are currently in their mode of like not liking the game at all because they've been playing for so long. I'm having here the Fell Rush macro. This macro right here. I can share it afterwards if you guys want this. This by... I don't know how it exactly works. It basically creates lag, and when you use it on a corner, basically when you do a Fell Rush, you accelerate to like 900% speed. And when you use that macro on like a mountain edge or something like that, then you fly off it and by using like some sort of slow fall effect, can be anything, really. The longer the better usually. That way you can like extend it for like as much as you want to. So we actually want to jump on this barrel here and then do another lockout trick. I honestly like don't like to do the lockout trick a lot because it's annoying to lock out and stuff, but that's just like the way that it is. After this run, which will not take that much longer to be honest, then we're going to go over some other like dungeons, like new findings, like things that have never really been seen before by a lot of people at least. Like has never been published or anything, as far as I know. Like I have not. So there's gonna be some cool things that you will see, like with Black Temple, with like you saw Throne of Thunder earlier, but with like, well, let me actually look it up. With Iron Dogs, with Blackrock Foundry, with Halls of Valor, Mugushan Vaults. I hope I don't mess it up, because there's a real, like, a high chance that I mess it up. But I can always try it again on another character. Just have to fly over to it. So now that this is done, we're gonna go over to Nefarion's lair now. Like there's not that many people, to be honest. That's like the sad thing about it. That there is like, it would be nice if the community is bigger. So I invite everyone to like hit me up, and I can introduce you to this. I can maybe like teach you some stuff and get you into it. You know, it's like really cool. Just like to speedrun like this game. So there aren't that many, so there's not even that many that I could name you. Like some people that come to my mind would be Adibob, that doesn't actively speedrun at the moment. Then there's like Temlord in the past. There's like also like all sorts of different kind of speedrunners, like leveling speedrunners or dungeon speedrunners, or people that are focused more on M+. But you know, there are not many dungeon and raid speedrunners, unfortunately, even though it's really cool to do. So, and this dungeon is like speedrunning ladder when? Soon TM? Let's hope a speedrun ladder will appear out of nowhere sometime. That would be great. And have competitions around it. Wouldn't that be a dream come true? So you see this guy? Yeah, he really doesn't matter for what we're about to do. We're gonna go to the end of this dungeon relatively quickly. A bit. It's kind of like a very specific thing. I'm gonna get back to that question in a second. So this is a little bit challenging for me. I haven't done this a whole lot. So I don't want to mess this up, because this is one of those tricks when I do them wrong. That could be seriously bad. Don't want to clip back inbounds. It's really important. Okay, there we go. We should be fine now. We're gonna go to the Chamber of Avatars, that's below. Yeah, sure. It's called Mapline. Mapline here. Is that what you mean? There are all sorts of different speedruns that you can do. Like this run in specifically, yeah, that's a Demon Hunter only thing. But that's not all what speedrunning is about. This is just like the route for the showcase. In the future, there will be like things that are probably more accessible for other classes, I believe. So this, but there's like, you know, for example, when you, it looks like a lot different when like you have to kill all bosses, for example, than just the end boss. Then like, for example, other classes get like more competitive with it as well. And like generally speaking, like Demon Hunter and Druids are really good. And for whatever reason, I cannot jump. My jump button doesn't work. See, I'm pressing it. Actually, I have no idea how to kill this guy quickly. Because I forgot how this boss works. Do I have to kill the maiden or not? So I'm just gonna try my best killing this dude. Probably not playing this boss correctly. So now... So the Demon Hunter, thankfully we don't get any fall damage here. Oh, stand in a line, she's getting empowered, okay. Yeah, of course. You guys know that. I've forgotten it. I've never raided Tomb of Zagreus when it was live. I don't need to go to that, I'm just gonna defeat him. You know, like I know what he's gonna do, he's gonna destroy this whole planet, right? But you know, I'm not gonna scared of that. See? Why would I be scared? No. Suddenly, Star Wars. Same, I don't really know what this boss does either. Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. This boss is usually grouped as banned. Yeah, I remember it being very difficult. Or like, I've heard of the tales of it being very difficult and borderline unkillable when it was unnerfed. Or like, literally unkillable maybe even, I don't know. Just gonna stand in that. Like, there's like going to be like that Illidan impersonator, you know? You see, like this is Illidan. Focus Red Flame. I'm gonna just use Blur. There is a skip in Black Temple. There's actually, you will see this right after the speedrun. So there is a skip in Black Temple. That can like there's an item, the Necronomino, which makes a lot of speedrun skips possible for other classes where that normally wouldn't be possible. As well. So it wouldn't even surprise me if that is possible with other classes. As a druid it should definitely be possible. As a hunter I believe as well. Something that can slow down the fall that you experience. That's when it's probably gonna be good. Oh, I've never changed my talents. So, what do I do here? I have to find Illidan, don't I? Or it doesn't matter because I'm outgearing this, or like because I'm out of them. Oh, there he is. I believe I just have to kill these guys, right? Okay, there we go. I have one. It's not straight to Illidan, but it's something along the lines of that. So no end time. Maybe for some of you guys this sparked some interest in speedrunning. And don't get demotivated if you're not a demon hunter. You don't have to be a demon hunter to make like cool speedruns. Like in the past, I was a rogue. I mean, demon hunter didn't exist to that at that point. To be fair, but like there's other cool things that other classes can do that a demon hunter cannot do as well. So in here, I'm gonna do it. What is your nameplate? That is Plater's. Plater. And I'm using a specific skin. Don't know what skin I'm using. I didn't make my own skin for it. I had like a different, like a imported one from Vago. What am I exactly speedrunning? So there's no specific theme to this. This is just like a bunch of cool dungeons and raids I'm gonna go through here. They're gonna be something more official probably at some point in the future. So this one is also like very interesting. This is actually, there's nothing like really weird about this at all. This is just like all just Demon Hunter movement abilities and like Rocket Boots Extreme. Like I don't even use Rocket Boots Extreme, I believe, in here. Eh. So this way we get to the last boss. See, boom. Last boss defeated. For this dungeon you want to be a little bit careful. You don't want to kill the mobs at the end of the dungeon. So you want to make sure you don't have like something on like... you want to make sure you cancel your immolation or any like aura that makes damage, because you wanna like you can skip the RP of this if you don't kill the mobs. Because like once you kill the mobs, that triggers the RP. So now he's defeated, even though there would usually be an RP. Yeah, unfortunately legendaries aren't a thing anymore. You're not gonna let yourself be beaten by that wall, you know. The wall says you're not gonna get through, but you say, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get through there, man. Especially with like curing like this, you know. Watch this. Ah, I didn't get it. I wanted it to be cool. But yeah, this jump can be a little bit precise. Yeah. Ah, I got it, but I didn't do it in one motion. Okay, there we go. Ah. Oh, man! Why am I struggling with this? There we go. I'm gonna go safe here. Oh, I almost overshot it. Okay, Man of Tombs is done. So for example, this one is also like, this is really simple. You just jump up here. And one cool thing about this dungeon on top of it all is that the way that you leave the instance is very unique. You just jump down here and that teleports you out of the dungeon. And conveniently enough, this places you to like the next dungeon that we're gonna go. So but yeah, make sure I'm in my speed gear. Okay. Oh, I am in my speed gear. So here we actually have to do a little bit of the dungeon normally. up until to this point. That's when we completely break it and do a cool speedrun of it. You know, this is like if you ever wanted to go to like the expansion, the patch Chains of Domination, this is how you access it. So up here, there's Sylvanas waiting on you, and she's gonna teleport you to the Chains of Domination. That's how you trigger it. It's like the in-game event for it. As you can see, like Sylvanas is up here somewhere. And now we go away because we need to go over here to the final boss. Well, to save some time to go out of the dungeon. So the only thing that you gotta do for that is to go to New Dalaran and queue for any LFR really, and then you can just teleport out of there and in again. So a lot of like TBC dungeons now, fitting for the TBC release, or like TBC beta I guess. So here we're gonna jump over here, boom, like this, and then we're gonna do like something like this. And on our way to the next boss. Yes, exactly. Because then it just puts you at the graveyard or at the beginning of the instance, depending what dungeons you do. So as you can see, like I have like a queue, it's called Raid Finder. And yeah, it's basically how you do it. It's really helpful when doing dungeons. On a scale from your Razorfen to 10, how far would you rate your event has gone so far? Really good, man. Like my Razorfen, what do you mean? My Razorfen was great. Like it didn't die. Like I only died 3 times. And to be fair, like one death was my fault. The second death I couldn't have predicted, and the third death was because everything was falling apart. It's the Pinch Whistle Night Review. You can get that for Ashran. And here again we're just using normal Demon Hunter tricks to get around it. There is a way you can also do like the lockout trick that is not Demon Hunter only, but it works with all classes basically, but it's faster than Demon Hunter. But we're just gonna do it like this, because I believe that this is almost equally as fast. I have not timed it. Reason for it, to be honest. Oh, split? I forgot. Sorry, my bad. So like Serpentshrine Caverns is like it's very interesting because actually I need to go up here. So we're gonna do the lockout trick here one more time. Right under the ceiling, and there we go. I'm just using a macro in game to... So here I'm gonna fly off. We're gonna go straight to Lady Vash. So if you ever wanted to see how big this, how tall this elevator actually is. So there's Lady Vash. There we go. Serpentshrine Cavern completed. You know, the gap in my teeth is also like a speedrun technique that I need to elaborate on, but I have to first come up with like what the like it's probably for aerodynamics or something. I think that's how it works, right? Hopefully I do this correctly. Yeah, this should be fine. So we right now, like if you are surprised where we are, we're at the end boss. So Ahn'Qiraj is not a dungeon that I liked specifically speedrun because of the end boss. Like it has some cool like skips and things that make it interesting, but like what I don't really like about it is that like the end boss like takes ages to do it to RP. It's like basically an auto-scroller, like the equivalent of an auto-scroller in like Super Mario World or something. So this is the skip here, so you just go up this wall and then you wait until your adventure routine is up and then you go up here. Like that. And then you start the end boss, which is not the most engaging boss fight. Did you see your teeth as roads as well? What other games am I running? Well, I'm a speedrunner that primarily focuses on World of Warcraft at the moment, but I also speedrun other games like Donkey Kong 94. I have speedrun Super Ghouls and Ghosts in the past, which you guys probably are familiar with, at least some of you. It's like a very old retro game where you play like a knight, King Arthur, where you have to fight off like some ghouls and ghosts and stuff like that. And other than that, yeah, my main games have been basically for speedrunning Donkey Kong 94 and World of Warcraft. I used to have the world record in Donkey Kong 94, but I got beaten around like a year ago, and I'm in the process of getting that back, but currently my focus is more on World of Warcraft than on Donkey Kong. What do I enjoy about speedrunning? Well, I enjoy the development aspect of it, the improvement aspect of it, so it's always nice to see where you started and where you are now, and learning lots more things about it. It's like very rewarding to come up with new things and improve, you know. So it's quite addictive actually to have always like something to improve on, because there's always something that you can do better and so on, and you feel like you want to have it all, but you can only have so much, you know what I mean? So this is what I really like about speedrunning, is like just the growth aspect of it. And also you have something really cool to showcase to people and amaze people as well, which is also a cool aspect of it. It can definitely get tiresome at some point, like speedrunning is not all just positive. It can also be at times very frustrating if you try to get that perfect run and you just keep on failing it, but it's also like much better once you finally get it if you keep on trying. You know what I mean? I started on my own basically. I got into making videos about WoW because of my own lol. I don't know if you guys remember her, I believe. I don't know. She would do like solo videos like what Rextroy does nowadays, and I just thought to myself I really got into speedrunning at that point due to the boom of AGDQ and everything that was like in 2012 and 2013 when speedrunning became more popular, and I was playing a lot of WoW. I was farming achievement points at the time. I used to be an achievement hunter for like starting in Cataclysm with till like MOP. So all of my achievements that I have currently like are all from back in the day, and I just got into speedrunning that way. I got into soloing that way. So soloing I got into it because of my own lol primarily, but then by then I just had the idea maybe I can apply the speedrunning maybe it's possible to speedrun things in WoW basically, and then I just started. And one thing that like it all started with basically my rogue, because as a rogue you could go through wards and come up with like skips like you can do nowadays with a Demon Hunter, and that got me really interested in it. And also because there was another reason that I kind of forgot about it at the top of my head. Let me finish this real quick. And yeah, because like the reason, so I remember. So part of the reason as to why I also came up with it was because I was really into mount farming at the time, and I was really pissed off about having to do all of the bosses every day. Or not every day, but like having to like... I only needed like, let's say G-Kun, but I had to always kill all the bosses up to G-Kun, and I wanted to have like ways to go quicker to it. So if you ever wanted to farm the Ragnaros mount, this is how you do it. I have the wrong thing on. Okay, that's not how you do it. Okay, it's how you do it, but I have to do it a little bit differently. So it's actually kind of funny. They at some point like put time walking Firelands into the game, and that made it so that Ragnaros actually spawns at the end, like is there all the time. But before, he would only spawn if you kill all the bosses prior. So a lot of people don't know about this, because there are easy ways to get to Ragnaros, like using the Alice Razor feathers. But like when people did that in the past, right? There was nothing that you could gain from it, like because Ragnaros wouldn't spawn. But nowadays he actually spawns, and that is all due to the time walking Firelands that they have implemented into the game. So as you can see, is this Ragnaros? Yes, it's indeed Ragnaros. Yo, thank you, Ink. Glad that you liked this. Tried my best. So we have to wait here on some... Can we actually jump behind us? Let's test it. Yeah, we actually can. Didn't even know if it was possible or not. Yeah, this is not heroic. I mean, I cannot see what difficulty this is because I'm queued for LFR. So let's see if I can get the mount. I already have the mount, but maybe we can get a bonus mount. I got reputation for this. Can we get the mount? What the fuck? Suddenly there's a big... Wait, what? Did you guys just see what I saw? Did just... Wait, what the fuck? This, like, Rag doesn't seem to be okay. He wanted to have a summer bag. This is... like a speedrun showcase. Like what speedrunning in World of Warcraft can be like. And now we're going to go in Black Temple and do a speedrun of it. In a way that you've probably never seen it before. Yeah, we're actually gonna kill some bosses in here, do it to efficiency. It's actually possible to not kill any boss in here besides Illidan. You would be surprised that you could actually kill Illidan twice in 1 week with a trick, but that's too secret. No? And actually it's just, it doesn't really do anything. You don't get loot twice or anything like that. You just get rep twice. Yeah, it's a chill stream, man. If you wanna see something amazing, you're definitely here at the right place. You can skip to council. You can skip right. You can skip to council, like this guy, man. Now you can skip straight to Illidan, man. Because like we are using something that we have not used in the whole like other speedrun. There's like this item called the Necronominom. This is a very rather unknown item, and it wouldn't surprise me if Blizzard actually fixes this, because this is hella broken, this item. So you can get 3 procs of it when you use it. One time it's like a big, like the one that we want is like this big jumping effect, like this one right here. But you can also get like a costume, the skeleton costume, or you can decrease in size. And this works in dungeons and raids and everything like that. So we can actually use it right here to have an even higher jump as a demon hunter. So we can like look at. So we wanna get lucky. Or we getting really lucky. So, have you ever seen Black Temple like this? Probably not, right? Wait. Why are you losing it? Is there some weird music playing, like some that makes you crackgasm? So it's the Necronominom. It's a toy that you can get in the Shadowlands. So I'm surprised where we are in a second. Haha, we're at council. And you might think that we need to kill council to get to Illidan because of the door and because Akama won't be there, right? Now I'm doing a trick here, and I'm logging back into the game. Just come and get me. So when— oh, watch this! Hey man, how you doing? Everything good? And Akama's standing here. Ian Hazakostas, luckily he's even is bugged a little bit because of the door. You know what we can do? I've actually never done this. But we can actually do that. I believe. The Necronominom. I can show the item here in a second. Let's kill council real quick. Hello, Akama. What are you up? What are you doing here? Like, Illidan is already in the fight. Oh, he despawned. So let's actually kill Illidan. Wanted to see what happens. Oh, he's actually here now. Okay, interesting. Can I click on him? Yeah, now we're gonna go up. See? Nothing weird going on. We killed the boss as normal, and now we're gonna go up like a true speedrunner would do. I love you too, man. Malaki. Show item. My bad. I'm like a lot of things to process. This one right here. Don't show Ian Hazakostas this. This between me and you, okay? I need it for my speed runs. Oh, the Farash macro, right? I'm gonna post it in the chat. I think that's okay, right? I hope I can. Yes, it does. So you have to get lucky. This is why I prepared the characters to show this off. That's the only annoying thing about it. So that makes it less broken in that sense. And it only lasts for 10 seconds. 10 minutes. Now we're gonna kill Illidan. Maybe get a glaive. I don't actually have the glaives on this Demon Hunter. I'm gonna show Blackhand, yes. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's called the Necronominom. This one right here. And like if I just use it, and you can also become a skeleton like this. I have 2 effects of it right at the moment. So I just removed that one is useless. Is there a skip for SOO? Not really, no. You can skip Galacrest. There's probably a video on my YouTube channel on that. But besides that, you have to kill a specific amount of bosses to make like Garrosh spawn in the end. So unfortunately, no. But you can skip Galacrest. So if you don't want to do Galacrest, you just have to jump over some mountains. And I believe that works even with other classes, not just Demon Hunter, but it's... don't quote me on that, I could be very wrong on that. Like, like Ardibob says, you can skip to the end boss, but the boss isn't there. It's like a preventive mechanism for players, so that people don't do that. So after this, we're gonna go and do Blackrock Foundry. Is it possible to go through the floor at Blackhand? I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. There is a way to get to Blackfur in the end without the skip. Yeah, definitely Warglaive drop. Watch this. I'm gonna put chat over here so you can see. Yeah, but not everyone has it. So it's not gonna be faster for people who have it. But it's faster for people that don't have it. Who's gonna order food to my location? Oh, I got the Black Temple achievement. 2 Bulwarks of Asnos? I didn't even know that was possible. Like, integrity is important, some people don't realize that. And I'm gonna show you what integrity means here in a second. This is what true integrity means. So we have the Necronominom item again. We're just waiting on the proc here. Oh, I was actually located a little bit differently. Hope I don't mess this up, because there's seriously, like, I can actually mess this up here. Like, I could also mess up all the other things, but it's very easy to mess this one up. Please. This should be fine. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That was a quick one, right? How do you guys like that speedrun? This is Blackrock Foundry. And there is a skip mechanism in Blackrock Foundry, but not everyone has it. Like, my character here doesn't have it, for example. Like, I cannot just go to the end boss. I'm just gonna make sure that nothing goes wrong. Like, usually you can skip those if you really wanted to. But I want to make sure that nothing goes wrong like that. So we're just gonna jump behind this portal here. So if I get on the fire here, I'm dying. I'm dead. So we wanna go over here and go in the back. when I aim to this side. And if I've done everything correctly. Yeah. So in this wall right here, I didn't get it. I didn't get in time. Props for me having all the characters. Yeah, I set it all up before the World First 60 race, because I thought it would come in handy in the future, and I kind of was right. I wasn't planning for this in particular, but it came in handy for this especially. So there he is, the legend himself. Did I get the mount? I didn't. See this? And now we're going to Manoroth. On our way to Manoroth. How do you guys like this? Illidan Storm Rage, Terran the Whisperwind, and there's even some AP. Yeah, farming transmog on farming transmog on a priest, shaking my head. DH Master Race is what I say. So 15 seconds. I always hate this RP. But that's also something what Speedrunner is about. Sometimes you have like these sections of where you have like, you know, where you just have to wait. The Hand of a Sharer. Okay, that was Well of Eternity. Let's actually go into the well as well. Ah, okay. It's not possible apparently. So if you wanna have like try yourself at a speedrun, I believe that this is a good choice. Oh, actually interesting. Can you actually get the? Oh no, I don't think that you can. I was wondering. Oh, there we go. We're gonna go straight to the end boss. No. This is level 50 Demon Hunter. Like, they have a long way to go. There we go. Yeah, so here, watch this. This is also like a really nice one. I'm using the map again to orient myself. Where I am at. So now I'm at the end ball. So is there anything else that you guys want me to speedrun before I go? Like, do you guys want to see a specific dungeon speedrun, or like, let me want to see something crazy? Thank you, It's Lewis, man. Gonna see a lot of speedrun content on my channel. Hope you guys could learn a lot new things about speedrunning and what it is like in World of Warcraft. And with that, I'm gonna say goodbye to you all, and if you like my content, like speedrunning, like I said, consider dropping a follow on my YouTube or Twitch. I appreciate it. I will be probably streaming more frequently again. I might even go stream now on my channel. Who knows? Anyway, take care all.